Career change. How to make difficult career decisions. How to switch careers. Should you consider a career transition in the first place? These days, especially in the age of AI and ChatGPT, we may need to make tough career decisions, including choosing a new professional path. This is exactly what I went through about 10 years ago. In this recording, I'll tell you about how I made my big career transition and how it's worked for me. I will also tell you about what to pay attention to when making difficult career decisions, and I will give you a few tips and exercises to help you better understand what feels right for you. Let's dig in. My big career transition from projects to marketing. A few years ago, I was offered 2 jobs. Job number 1 in project management and job number 2 in marketing. At that point, I was experienced in managing projects. However, I had always wanted to work in digital marketing, but it was too difficult for me to break into the field. Accepting the project manager role seemed to be a logical choice for me. I had been doing it for 2 to 3 years, plus I wasn't looking forward to being a beginner again. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I wasn't feeling at peace with my logical choice. As a result, I didn't know what to do, which job or career to choose. So I would call my friends, do pros and cons lists, and flip a coin. Eventually, I decided to follow my intuition. A thought came to me. Okay, marketing now or never. I feared anticipated regret, but I decided to be a beginner again. So I chose the less comfortable option for me at the time. But marketing was calling me. Making a big career transition. How has it worked for me? So I chose to make a big career transition and moved from projects and office admin to marketing and blogging. I admit, initially, I was full of regret. I had to learn plenty of new skills practically on my own. Learning by trial and error made me work overtime on most days, even 12 hours per day. I was missing my old job and wanted to turn back time. After crying my eyes out for a few months, the situation started improving as I expanded my marketing knowledge. After another few months, I started creating digital content and was qualified enough to put my creative ideas to the test. I began to like my job. Eventually, my frustration and regret were gone. Within 1 year, I could say I loved my job and I would never return to my old job. For me, this situation provided evidence that there is no such thing as a wrong decision. Sometimes you may have to wait to see its effects. As they say, good or bad, who knows? Today, I can say that choosing a beginner career in marketing and changing careers has been the best professional decision I've ever made. I've always been into creative tasks and wanted to make a living with my writing. I don't miss projects or office administration that were a big part of my previous roles. Currently, no 2 days are the same, and I love working with words and publishing content. I feel lucky to be able to live off writing, creating content, and generating ideas. I'm glad I decided not to make a logical choice and followed my intuition instead. How to make career decisions. Experiment and do what feels right for you. To get clear on what you want to do professionally, sometimes you need to experiment a bit. For example, before I settled into my writing and digital marketing career, I had done many different jobs. Waitressing, polishing glasses, teaching, translating, office management, project management, doing sales, purchasing, logistics, finance, and HR stuff. Eventually, I got an idea of what I didn't want to do all day and all my life. Short-term chaos paid off and helped me settle into a long-term career. If you try different things, you may not have your life figured out instantaneously, but you're likely to get to know yourself pretty well, as well as your likes, dislikes, and preferences. This way, you can also minimize the risk of regretting your decisions and realizing on your deathbed that you've always wanted to do something else in life, but never gave yourself a chance to try it. Additionally, when making career decisions, or any decisions for that matter, I believe it's essential to follow your bliss. From my experience, staying true to yourself and doing what feels right for you at any given moment is the only way to have peace of mind. Listening to your body is a good way to know what feels right for you. Here's why. Making career decisions and body signals. An example. How can your body help you make career decisions? Consider this example. Let's say you got 2 job offers. One is prestigious and well paid, and the other is an intern position with a lot of creative potential and fun. Your ego mind shouts, "We want money and prestige." However, your body gives you a knot in the stomach at the mere thought of showing up at that workplace, penguin-suited every day. Or the other way round, the creative job may not be for you. The penguin-suited option may be a stepping stone for your future career. Your body will probably intuitively get it right. Therefore, I recommend you go deep and check with your body how it feels about a specific decision. To do this, you can visualize the effects of your choice. Try on your new life. What would your day look like? How would you feel? What would you wear? Who would you interact with? Do the same with the effect of another choice. If either option feels right, you probably know what to do. Journaling can help you in answering the questions that I've just mentioned. The right way to make a career change. Is that the right way to make a career change? I'm not sure about that, but I believe that gaining clarity isn't a matter of logical reasoning only, and it's not a numbers game. For example, your pros and cons list may have 6 cons and 3 pros. It should all be clear, right? Well, not necessarily. There may be one pro that makes all the cons insignificant. For me, it was marketing now or never. Not every item on your list is a deal maker or breaker. From my experience, it's good to ask yourself the following questions. What aligns with your values and priorities? What expands your creative potential? What will move you closer to your goals and dreams? What can bring about a real change in your life? Indeed, exercises like pros and cons lists can be helpful, especially when making complex decisions such as changing jobs or moving, when considering multiple factors like cost, location, and so on. Such lists can also help you avoid impulse decision-making. However, pros and cons lists can also keep you stuck if deep down you know what to do and you've already made a decision that doesn't necessarily agree with your list. Sometimes such lists are simply overrated. In fact, flipping a coin may be more helpful as it can reveal what your gut tells you to do. Either way, the choice is yours and yours alone. Claim it and take responsibility for it. Making a career choice if you still don't know what to do. So yes, if it feels right for you, flipping a coin can help you discover what your gut tells you to do. In other words, shiny coins can bring you a moment of enlightenment. When a coin determines the outcome, you may suddenly realize whether this is something you actually want. So toss a coin and check how it feels. You don't have to make the decision. You can also toss your coin virtually. There is, for example, an easy decision maker. But to make it clear, I'm not suggesting coins should determine your life. Again, the choice is yours and yours alone. Don't let anyone make it for you, not even the shiniest coin. So to conclude, I believe there are no wrong decisions. In other words, we are exactly where we should be at any given moment, even if it doesn't feel like this is my happy ending, this is what I want. Everyone is on a unique journey with ups, downs, and some chaos. There are no winners and no losers. From this point of view, nothing is a waste of time. Finally, most life choices are not final. Therefore, many decisions are reversible and you can probably turn things around. Life is constantly unfolding and brings you unlimited opportunities to make new career choices. I wish you all the best, whatever you choose to do. If you like the recording, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for listening.